coordinator, Morris Watson. We're going to start out with an opening statement for Coach Heywood.
Well, the first thing I'd like to say is congratulations on the homecoming victory. I think it's been 7 years since we won a homecoming game. So I say congratulations because that is outstanding to go 7 years without winning a homecoming game. So congratulations to Texas Southern University, the alumni, faculty, and staff, and the players. Well, job well done. Well, it was a tale of two halves. Defensively, we came out and played really well in the first half. We basically shut them out. Did some really good things on defense. We stopped number 16 at quarterback. One of the things that we set out to do is that we had certain goals we had to do. We had to make sure that we stopped 16. We stopped number 1 at the wide receiver position on all the jet sweeps. And then we had to contain number 81, who scored 3 touchdowns against us last year. And I think that we did a tremendous job on that. Offensively, we came out and put points on the board, put ourselves in a position to have some success. And then we did some really good things on offense. Guys had some big plays. Congratulations to Devin Williams on his first start and first victory. What an outstanding job by Devin and the surrounding guys that helped it. Second half, we come out, we became a little lax, but at the same time, they changed their offensive philosophy. They came out and started going with empty sets, started throwing bubbles, little reads, intermediate routes, and marched out in the field and scored, and we had to adjust. Became a little stagnant on offense at that point in time. But we also had some big plays. You had Patrick Howell who had an interception or a fumble recovery. What do they call it? Interception? Fumble recovery. Had a fumble recovery for a touchdown. I told Patrick Howell as fast as he ran in, he ought to run that fast to the ball now. We know how fast he can run. But that was outstanding. You know, we get into a situation in which we're going back and forth, and it's a 14-point game. We want to make sure that we don't make it a 7-point game. At that point in time, defense steps up. They have a bad snap, and they always have one bad snap a game, and it happened for us at an appropriate time. And then Stafford recovers it in the end zone with great hustle. And then the game has now turned to a different arena, and the game is basically over at that point in time. But I think offensively, we did a pretty good job on offense, moving the ball consistently. And then defensively, I think that we did an outstanding job on defense today.
We have a statement from Coach Morris Watson.
I thought we did some good things on offense. There's some things definitely we have to improve on. We dropped two passes that were locked touchdowns, and then we had some other drops, and then the concern was too many penalties that still shoot herself in the foot. But like Coach said, I think Devin did an outstanding job for it being his first start in college football at that position. Tough position to play, a lot of pressure on him, and I thought he handled it real well. But we got to shore up the things where we on the drop pass situations, and we got to shore up the penalty things. We shot ourselves in the foot again, as we've done too many times this year, and killing drives by having good plays and then getting them negated with penalties.
Statement from Coach
Heywood. Yeah, I thought they came out first half and did really well. You know, Pat did a great job. I think we've kind of gotten more comfortable the last few weeks with what we're doing defensively. We've been forcing some turnovers, which is good. You know, something we stress. And you know, they came out second half and started jumping into empty, something they'd never shown before. You know, so it kind of caught all of us off guard, and we just had to adjust. But that's always a good thing. I stress that to our kids when you get an offense to completely change their philosophy mid-game. You know, it just kind of shows that you got them on the ropes. So once we kind of got them settled down, I thought we played. We were able to handle that stuff a little better, and then obviously came up with a few big turnovers there at the end. You know, we got some of the backups in there on that last drive, which sometimes as a play caller is scary. It's just the lack of reps they've had all week. But little Dallas Blacklock came up with a huge interception there for us down in the end zone as they were driving in to score. So it was great to see him come in there at the end and be able to do that for us.
I have a question. Go ahead.
Mike, can you talk about how big it is for your team to withstand that run? You know, you talked about getting to the mindset when you're starting to have success that you're able to hold on to it, even though you guys had some, you know, a little rocky place, you were able to hold on and actually win it.
Well, I think it's really important. When I met with the team at the hotel, one of the things I talked about is becoming lax. Because I thought that we had a lax meal. I thought that we were relaxed. And sometimes laxness brings defeat. When we came back out, one of the things that we talked about at halftime is making sure that we don't become lax and that we dot our I's and cross our T's. However, we came out a little laxed, without a sense of urgency, without a sense of urgency on special teams, without a sense of urgency on offense, defense. And so, as they say sometimes, oh, he's going outside of his body, he's somebody else right now. And I was just going ballistic because you can see it coming. And so, the good thing about it, the coaches responded, the players responded, and we were able to get back on track and able to focus back in. But against a better football team, we can't do that. We just can't make those mistakes. We can't become lax. We have the momentum. We have to learn how to have a killer instinct. And once you get them down, you have to make sure that you keep them down and don't let them out.
Question?
Coach Heywood, I got a question about the offensive line right now. Throughout the whole season, there's been issues, injuries, just not sound together. This game only gave up 1 sack and they came in the second half. How confident are you with this group moving forward?
Well, I think that we're going to keep getting better, especially when you have two back there as a quarterback. He's a little bit fleet of foot, has some initial quickness, and he can get out of trouble better than any of the other guys that we played at quarterback. But I think that they had a better game. We had a better matchup also. They kept bringing the will linebacker and weak safety blitz. But after Cook came through and trapped, I think it was that weak safety that came through and he trapped it on will linebacker. They weren't coming through with the speed in which they were coming through initially. And so I think they did a solid job. There's always room for improvement. One of the things that I said to him, I told him that always enjoy your victories because your victories are hard to come by. I really struggled with that. You know, Mike Brown used to always tell me, you need to learn how to enjoy your victories because they are hard to come by. And I agree with it. And so I have to learn how to embrace them and enjoy them before I go back to work because my mind is already on the next opponent.
Can you talk about, you mentioned the quarterback and getting his first start and win. Talk about what he gives your offense that's different and just what you saw from him today.
Well, he's really a sharp young man. You know, we have debates within ourselves because he's a 4 for 3, came out of Glen Junior College. We have a debate with ourselves that we're going to play him off, or we're going to play him more than 4 games. Because if we play him just 4 games, we'll have him next year for a 3 for 3. If we play him more than 4 games, then he's a 2 for 2. So there's a debate that we have between ourselves. But he's extremely quick. We can do more things with quarterback runs. We have quarterback draws, we have outside zone, we have zone reads. So we can do a lot more things. We're going to do some sprint out passes, some waggle passes. So we can do a lot more things with the quarterback on the move because he's so athletic and he throws a good ball. But he's learned in his time that he's going hash number sideline because he's getting out of bounds. He's not going to get hit or he's going to slide. So and he's really a durable young man. But when things go bad, he has a calm demeanor. It really doesn't affect him. And so he moves on to the next play. I think that's one of the benefits and one of the positive things about it. He can move on to the next play.
I got a question for the DC. The last couple games, you guys gave up over 800 yards and 5 turnovers. 800 yards in the last 2 games. This game, you only have 223, and you really caused the pressure to kind of flip. What kind of click throughout the whole week heading into this game?
Yeah. You know, I think we kind of changed what we were doing coming into that Grambling game 3 weeks ago. Started using Sean a little differently than what we had been, kind of freed him up a little more in space, and you know, they responded well at times against Grambling. We did some good things, and then they responded really well last week against Southern. Did a solid job, forced a couple more turnovers, and we were able to limit them a little bit. And then again, I think just after us as coaches kind of taking a step back after the first 4 or 5 games of the season, after the U of H game and then Alabama A&M, and just kind of looking at ourselves and saying, what can we do better to get our kids in a position to have success? We kind of sat down and moved a few pieces around, and over the last 3 weeks, I think our kids are getting more and more comfortable with what we're asking them to do each week, and I think it's shown on the field, at least from a turnover perspective. We're finally creating some turnovers, and with what we're doing philosophically, getting pressure on the quarterback is going to be limited at times because we do a lot of rush 3 and drop 8. But again, that's to free up our kids that we need to play well in space. And again, I think each week they're getting more and more comfortable with it.
How big is it to get a win at this point in the season? You guys have been close a few times and then you've gotten away from you. While it's tough for you to kind of relish the victory, can you talk about what it means for your guys to get a win?
I think it's outstanding because they were having a great time in the locker room. They're truly excited. They're happy. They're happy that we won a homecoming because now they can go and enjoy the festivities. One of the things that happened at homecoming is everybody stays on the yard. I had to ask what was the yard the other day. My cousins are in here who are TSU grad. One from Cali and one from Phoenix. I say, what's the yard? Because I don't hear those terms too often. And they're talking about the yard behind the student union. Well, they can go back and when they get off the bus by the student union and everybody says, well, what was the score of the game? Did we win? They get off the bus and have some pride and say, hey, we won. And go and enjoy the festivities because there's a party out there if you want it. Because there's a party. I probably won't see one of my cousins tonight.
All right, thank you so much, Coach. Appreciate it.